Hello, my name is Arinjay. In this video, I will be interviewing an alumni from UIUC, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Even though I'm pretty sure they're changing their name soon, but this will be the 7th video in a series called Alumni Insights, and I think this was a really great one. Let's begin. Hello.
Hey,
How you doing?
doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm also doing well. So,
Nice. Good to hear.
yeah, first off, what was your major and graduation year from Illinois?
Yeah, so I majored in economics. I graduated in December of 2020, just before COVID really took off. So I was the last student to actually walk before COVID. So that was nice. And I also minored in computer engineering.
Interesting. Next, would you like to share a fun fact about, or not a fun fact, but would you like to share something fun that you did in college? Cool experience.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest experiences I had in college was I used to volunteer at I guess it was called the Women's Resource Center. So mostly what I would do is they would call me up at nighttime if there was anyone who needed a walk home and didn't feel safe. So that was one of the cooler things that I did that I kind of enjoyed doing.
That's really cool. I haven't heard of many universities that do that. That's nice.
That was very unique. So it was a cool opportunity, and it allowed you to meet a couple new people. So I thought it was interesting. So that was one thing I really enjoyed doing.
Nice. Next up, we're gonna get a little jargony with this question, but given the rapidly changing job market, how well did your alma mater prepare you for the challenges and opportunities in your field? Are there specific skills or experiences you found particularly valuable?
Yeah, so I think at the U of I business school, which is where economics was part of, I think they did a really good job of integrating actual people who were working at big companies like Microsoft, Amazon, these types of roles, and giving you little consulting projects that these people would go through on a day-to-day basis, and understanding how in the corporate world you would go about answering these, what kind of problems arise, and how you can use your college education, your stats and business knowledge to provide value to companies like that. So I think that, along with the U of I has a pretty solid reputation with a lot of different people and has good brand recognition for the most part. So the combined experience that they gave us, plus the name of U of I, really helped me out finding a job and getting started in pretty much life.
That's cool. So they're pretty involved in your life even after graduation and helpful too.
I would say so.
Looking back, is there anything you'd wish or known or done differently during your time at UIUC to better prepare for your post-graduation endeavors?
Yeah, I think one of the things I would like to have done more of would be joining more student-run organizations, or basically clubs. I think since U of I is kind of a smaller campus, and the surrounding town is literally it's just a college town. There's nothing else really there. I think it would be a great way to get to know your fellow students, as well as just expand your network, as well as just gain skills through the clubs that you're actually doing. So I didn't do too many of those. But looking back, if there was something I would like to do, that would be definitely number one. Since U of I did have a lot of those clubs, but I just didn't do them at the time.
Yeah, put yourself out there more. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I like
myself
that.
out there more. Yep.
So next up, how has the reputation of UIUC influenced your professional life? Have you encountered any specific instances where the university's name opened doors or presented challenges?
Yeah, actually. So U of I, like I mentioned before, does have a really good brand recognition and name recognition. And I think a lot of people at least know of it as one of the best, if not the best, state school out there. So it definitely helped me out in initially getting a job. Especially, I interviewed for Amazon specifically, and the interviewer there went to U of I, and instead of interviewing me, he just spoke to me for 30 minutes about U of I and how it was and our experiences and how it set us up for success later on, and I did eventually get that position. So it did really help out going after college. So I think that U of I is like, it really sets you up, and the alumni network is also great. So it's a really well-respected school, and it helps you get set up for success straight out of college.
Yeah, that's really cool. And lastly, how has the rank of UIUC affected your, like, how did the rank of UIUC affect your decision to go there? How important do you think rank really is?
I think the rank did play a pretty large role. It was the top ranked school that I got into, as well as being in state. It was also probably one of my cheapest options. So those two were like the major contributing factors as to why I eventually chose UIUC. So I do think the rank was like a large factor, and I do think it matters, at least like when you're getting your first job, which is arguably your most important for determining your career projection, at least in my opinion. I think the rank is a big role, since you are pretty much just very new. You don't have any experience, so really all that the company has to go off of is like your resume, and a big part of your resume is how good your college is and how well you did there. So I think the ranking played a big part in that, and I think U of I's ranking is pretty good. So it certainly helped me out, and it was definitely a big factor as to why I eventually chose U of I.
Nice. We kind of touched on this earlier when you spoke about your fun experience in college, but in general, how safe did you feel on campus? Or like, how safe would you say the campus is?
I think the campus is pretty safe. There are, like I said before, I'm a volunteer, so I always felt safe, since I was the one also helping other people feel safe on campus. But I think if you're within like campus grounds, it's always like well lit. You can see everyone. I never felt like scared or anything like that. As well as there are these like I forgot what they call them, but basically there's phone booths pretty much anywhere. And if you felt unsafe or someone, you could call up campus security, and they would be there within like 5 minutes or so. And I think overall the vibe of U of I, it's pretty well known, like party school as well. So there are always people out and about, no matter where you are. And since it's like a kind of a smaller like college town, you're never like isolated or anything like that. There's always people nearby, and it's not like they're going to like, I don't know, they're not going to do anything. They're just out there having a good time. So I always felt safe, and the school does have resources to help you just in case you don't feel safe.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great day.
All right, thanks so much. You too.
Bye.